Hi everyone, welcome back to my Scalar Let's Play. Before we begin, I just want to make a quick announcement. I don't really know what you'd call it, just a quick note now. I am giving up using the PlayStation 2 to make a recording because it's so difficult to actually get it to work 100% of the time. Because it has to go through so many hoops, and I'll do that. I'll do a little bit of explanation where we've actually got gameplay to look at. But what I will just quickly say is that I have now moved to using an emulator. I have Scalar. I am using the NTSC one at the moment. I will probably get a European one and change that, just so we don't have any discrepancies. Really didn't take me very long to get back to where I was, so I don't think it's going to take me very long to do the same thing again. But the ease of use of an emulator, after actually getting it to work in the first place, that's the hard bit, but then when you've got that bit sorted, you don't ever have the problems again. So now if I just want to, if I want to load it up, I just do this, and yeah, I know, and then it just kind of goes and does its thing. Look at the loading times as well. It's so fabulous. It's so speedy, and I can use my PlayStation 4 controller as well, which is just a huge bonus. Very little time to actually get started. The speed and efficiency, and I have save points. It all works like just a regular PlayStation 2. Like I said, I did manage to catch up to where we left off. I did pick up that one last crystal gem that was at the end of that last video. I did pick that up, don't worry. Okay, let's get back into the game, shall we? Okay, so here we are, exactly as we left off, with one slight difference, and that is the fact that I have a little bit less cloakies than we originally had. But that's obviously because I've kind of sped run this a little bit. Is that a word? Would you say speed ran or sped run? I'm very confused. I don't need to save my progress. Thank you. We've seen this. Immediate loading times. It's so good. Actually, did we see that? I don't think we did see that. Oh, that was me skipping. That was my bad. Yeah, no, we didn't. But it didn't look like there was any actually additional cutscene, so it looks like we've probably not missed anything. I'm gonna have to play through this again anyway, so I guess we'll find out. Defeat the Iguana King and find Egg 4. Well, I can imagine that when I kill this Iguana King, he's gonna give me that egg. He's gonna have that egg, and I'm gonna get it from him. An egg? An egg? An egg? The Muffin Man?
If it isn't my own nemesis, Bobby Skylar Jenkins. Director Jack.
Why does everybody know our full name?
It looked really beautiful with all my blue graffiti on it, don't you think?
Ah, it's the pathetic little protester.
CEO Rufus! Oh, you ain't so big yourself without your skyscraper to stand on.
Looky who we got here.
So much plot.
It's the tree hugger.
Turbine! I'm amazed that you can get around without a bulldozer to carry your carcass.
Wow, that's
We'd
rude.
love to stay and exchange barbs, however, we have business to attend to. But don't worry, we do have a special friend just for you. Hey, nice.
Oh, okay. So, how do we get this egg then? He is the egg. Wait, so if he's just been birthed from it, surely that's a problem, right? Doesn't that kind of mean that, like... Oh. Well, that works. Rude. Now, I'm having to focus so much. This is a terrible idea for explaining. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Well, this works. Maybe like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. Oh, oh dear. He's after me. Oh my goodness. But I'm so tiny. Leave me alone. Don't. I mean, don't taunt him. Look how big he is. I have discovered the effectiveness of licking, by the way, which is okay. That's a very odd sentence out of context. Let me explain. So, oh, for goodness sake. So, using the generic attack is all very well and good for Scalar, but actually using the lick attack is way more effective at literally everything. Okay, I'm gonna have to change to him because he's getting crazy again. Because, oh. Aww. That was a cute attack, I will say. There we go. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I didn't die. I'm pleased with that. Are you going to regress into an egg? Or do I get a new egg? Oh, there's another egg. Okay. Phew. Thank goodness there's a second egg. Oh, look at the clarity on this. Alright, well, cool. There we go. GG. Where do we store these eggs? Where do they go? What happens to the eggs?
That egg back there. It didn't hatch into any kind of lizard I've ever seen.
No, but get used to it. Luger is having his lackeys mutate the eggs he stole from your world into all kinds of elite lizard soldiers.
I thought he was going to say illegal lizards.
He's going to clone those soldiers into a vast army and invade every plane in the multiverse, including Earth's.
Does he have a portal beacon?
There's only one, and Luger has it.
What is it with these
You have a plan to get
super
it?
enemies and their armies?
Of something.
Oh.
What?
You're thinking, right?
Yeah?
I'm just waiting to see the steam start coming out of your ears.
Oh, very funny. Very funny.
It's a cute character, I will say. He's a bit of a brat, but he's a cute character when he's not an annoying child. So anyway, I wanted to give a little explanation as to why I'm doing this, why I'm switching to emulation. Although it should really be fairly apparent. Ooh, we have enough eggs to actually just skip this level entirely, but we know that's not going to happen. Learn the croc. The croc transformation. Do we get tank controls as well? I hope not. So the main reason is, I mentioned quite briefly that it's quite a pain to use a PlayStation 2 for gameplay recording. The reason being is, you see, this is what I mean about the lick. Like, look how effective this is. It's just quick burning through things. Like, look at that. I just cleared that in so little time, whereas this thing is so slow. I hate it. I hate it. Before we move on, let me just quickly go into evolution. Yes, there is one slight bug with the emulation process, is in that when the highlight on this menu doesn't actually tell me what the thing is. It's underneath the highlight bar. If there were two, I could show you. I could move it down or up, and it would show me what was underneath it, but I can't. So that's it. By the looks of it, it's just going to give me another bomb, but I don't know how much it is, so I'm going to leave that one. Maybe I'll leave that one in there as like my dummy one. Oh, these... Oh no, they don't... Right. I figured these were like a spawning point for those weird frog mushrooms, but apparently not. It's just so much more efficient to lick the enemies than it is to swipe at them. I love it. Anyway, so we have the video, the audio and the video coming out of the PlayStation using the AV Multi, and that has to go into well, first of all, it has to go into the capture card in some way, right? So the problem is that sorry, no, I'm losing my train of thought. No, there's no initial problem. It's more of the fact that I have to use the capture card. And the capture card seems to just be having more and more issues with it lately than I've ever experienced with it. I think maybe it's just getting old, but at the same time, I really just couldn't say. It could be the heat as well. We do have it quite warm in this house because my boyfriend complains when it's too cold, so we have the heating on quite frequently. Not that that's a problem, of course. It just does mean that. Rude. Oh, okay, right. Oh, the noise it makes is just not pleasant. It's like it's meant to be a pig, isn't it? But like, it's so it's so humanly pig-like. Like, it sounds like a human making an oink noise. Anyway, the video has to go into the capture card, which is fine. And then, but it doesn't just have to go into that. I have to split the video using just a generic splitter, because it's just component cable. The reason it... Oh god, that's so unfair. I didn't know they were there. Right, okay. So the reason is because if I use the pass-through, if I use HDMI pass-through, then I get so many problems. I get black screens, I get other kinds of glitches, I get things on screen that like burning and stuff like that just aren't supposed to be there. I'm getting a lot of these... I'm gonna guess there's another one of those gems, yeah. Okay, that's already 3 in the same way that I've got, like, all 3 of them were given to me in the same way using one of these pads. It's not very inventive. I'm not appreciating that very much. I'm hoping for a little bit more experimentation with this level, if you please. The weird lichen things that look like eyes, they're kind of nice, rather eerie. No, nothing really can it, Scalar? Bobby Scalar Jenkins, was it? Heck. Okay, so this is exactly the same. This is exactly the same as the other boss, but instead of it being a fire move, it's now an ice move. And he's just slightly more powerful. I mean, that's fine. At least it's an easy, you know, it's an easily understood boss. But whatever. Oh, no, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. So the pass-through doesn't work, really. So that's why I can't use that. So I have to have the audio and the video split. The video gets split using just a generic, because it's composite, it's just a generic like coax splitter. I don't even know if it's really called coax, but that's really easy to do. And then I need to transfer it, because I actually use a monitor and not a TV, and therefore I don't actually have a component input, I only have HDMI, I have to use a component to HDMI converter box. Which, you know, it's fine, it does its job, it's just another point of failure though, which is my issue with it. If something is likely to fail, it's either going to be the capture card, or it's going to be that converter box. Really not much else. Ooh, they're mixing up the enemies. Very spicy. That was just mean. Oh, what is this? It's Crash Bandicoot! With spikes. Alright, alright, alright. Alright. Well, that was just stupid. No, okay, alright. So it's clear that these enemies do actually have a limit to the amount of times that you can hit them before they go into their next phase, which I'm not super appreciative of. I don't like it when enemies have only one way of, you know, hitting them. That you can hit them twice and then they become basically invincible until, I don't know, until they've gone through their second phase, or until they've just completed the next cycle. Not really a fan of that. I'd much prefer the game to be like, okay, this is a new enemy type. It does this. Wait for it to die, or just wail on it. Do whatever you want to do. But no, it's like, no, you have to do this. Oh, look, now there's two of them. At least they're really easy to destroy. It's just one swipe and they're dead. So I can only do two on this one before he immediately goes into the next roll. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, what game was this? Wait, what game was this? It was Crash Bandicoot. Was it Wrath of Cortex? Oh, that still hurts me. These also still hurt me. So what can I do? I can just be a ball. I mean, that's kind of boring. I thought I'd be invincible, like, cause I'm a ball. I'm a rock solid ball. Why did all of that hurt me? All right. So we can turn into a ball and go on one of these. Oh, that's really cool. And we can also jump on it. And we can go back. The noise is quite bizarre. But alright. Ooh. Alright. Ooh. I pressed jump. I did do that.